Hello, everybody. I am Natalie, and I am here to do the mid-month reading for the sign of Gemini. We're still in Gemini birthday, so I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday month. I don't know if I'll enjoy mine. It's coming up next in July. It's the big one. I'm surprised I'm even still alive and here to acknowledge it. I don't celebrate, but to acknowledge it. But this year, I might be for my birthday. A friend of mine says, you're doing something for this birthday. We're not going to let it go through unacknowledged. And so, where do you want to go? She says, where do you want to go? And I knew we couldn't go to certain places. It just wasn't financially in the equation. So, anyways, there is an island, and it sits in the other end of the bay, right in the middle of the Bay of Fundy, called Grand Manan Island. And close as it is to me, I've never been. We have to take a big ferry to get there. We have to reserve a spot and all that. And my son has worked there filling. He's a paramedic, and they were short one weekend or two or three. I don't know. He's been there several times for work. And he said, Mom, if you think where you live at is beautiful, you like the rustic part of it all, don't ever go to Grand Manan because you will never want to leave. I don't know. I really have a close relationship with this end of the Bay of Fundy, and when it comes into my backyard, the whole bit. So let's get your shuffle up here for Gemini, mid-month, June 2019. You know, it's a little chill here tonight. We've got fog right now. We were sunburning 2 days ago, and now we're back into the fog and the lower temperatures. That's what it's like living here in Atlantic Canada and the Maritimes. Nice one. I don't do pop-outs, but I do, in my head, acknowledge them. It was the Three of Wands, if you must know. There. Okay. For those of you that are new, you guys are my first reading for mid-month. It's 9/19 on the 14th. Sorry, guys. I couldn't get my head out of my own ass. I wanted these readings to be live for mid-month June. And a big shout-out, before I forget, to Karen. Karen has her own channel, and the name of her channel is Mystic Oracle 333. And she lives on the other side of the country, like 6,000 miles away in British Columbia. She's on the west coast. Canada's a big country. And anyway, she offered to help me because I'm on a laptop, not a cell phone when I make these videos. I don't own a cell phone. My property's like a dead zone. Why would I own a cell phone if it wouldn't work here? Only works when I'm in the city, and I'm rarely in the city. So anyway, when it comes on all these apps and all these different things, programs, they're really geared toward cell phone. I don't know how you flipping people do it. You having a cell phone and that was it? Like for watching readings, I couldn't stand that small little screen. It's got to be at least 18 inches, right? And I couldn't tolerate it, but everything, if you got a cell phone, you just turn it on and click go live and away you go. Oh, not this way when you own either a desktop or a laptop. You have to install it. You have to configure it. There's umpteen different steps you would not believe. And Karen was kind enough to call me from British Columbia, and she was on the phone. We were on the phone, I know, a good hour. And at the very end, we went, oh my God, finally, we got it to work. And we were both really excited. And I said, all right, hang up. I'm going to go live right now. Right now never happened at all. If it wasn't, you couldn't see me. The screen was completely black. And some people said it was scary. They could hear me, but they couldn't see me. And the other way was I could see myself. And there was nobody getting it. It wasn't going to YouTube. I don't know where it was going, but there was nobody there. So I tried, guys. I really tried. I know you guys would prefer the readings live, and you get to watch them over and over again, just like the regular ones that I do, like I'm doing right now. I'd prefer to go live now because I need to start getting a life together for myself, which means I have to spend time for me, not here. And each reading takes minimum up to 3 to 4 hours per reading. That's 12 times over. And then I usually have to dive right into private readings, which are like 3 to 4 hours long to upload and process. And I need to start saving time on what it is that I do here. And I don't want to cut back. I don't want to let go. I don't want to close down. Although I have my times I do. I feel that that's enough. I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. And I just want them shorter. There would be no processing. There'd be no uploading. They just are what they are, and they're posted, they're done, and they're out of my face, and I move on to the next one. I'd give anything for crying out loud. I had to download yucky Google Chrome. I don't like Google Chrome. I don't like it at all, but you have to have it in order to post live. So my Facebook Live works. How weird is that? But not here. And I can share this reading to Facebook like I always do anyway, but I can't share from Facebook to YouTube. So, but we want to know what's going on. Oh my God. See, you're my first. I got to get warmed up here, eh? I can't shuffle or anything right now. What was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say. I got distracted. Oh, stop. You see what I mean by them falling out like that? It's not spirit, and it's not tarot throwing out a message. It's me being clumsy. I don't read signs into every flippin' thing out there. I've not had the best day. And I figured, get in the readings, Natalie. They always calm you down. They center me. What they do is they refocus. And I'm not sitting here alone and all this stuff running through my head kind of thing. So, look, it just wants to keep doing. You better piss, right? You son of a... Yes, I'll be nice. I'll be nice. No rants this time. I see one comment. Some gentleman come in, and I think it was it Aquarius video that was going on a rant? I can't remember. I was wound for sound that night, and this guy goes, "Oh, good Lord, so much something or other like negativity or anger or something like that. Oh no, I'm leaving. I'll come back at another time. I can't handle this." Get real! Anybody that's super sensitive like that, I'm being sarcastic. Anybody super sensitive like that, I don't know how you make it through day to day in a world like that we live in. You must be really sheltered from life. Sorry, buddy. You did the right thing, though. You left. But you didn't have to comment. You could have just left. It didn't piss me off. It made me laugh. These are 5-card spreads. First card, your overall energy. Second card's wealth and finance. Third card, your hearth, home, and relationships. Fourth card, message or challenges, should there be any. Card number 5 is your message from Spirit. All readings at Bay of Fundy Fortunes are for all your signs, your sun sign, moon sign, rising, and Venus. These are general readings. They're free and they're general. Which means, for those of you that are new to here, the tarot community on YouTube, general readings, and every reader will tell you this is a general reading. And they say it for a reason. It's not personal. So if only 1 or 2 things hit home with you, don't get mad at us. If you want to know it all about you, you've got to get a private reading. It's just that simple. So, some people say the whole reading hits home for them and it felt more like a personal reading, and that's good when that happens. I think for me it's good, right? Okay, I'm going to take, and I'm going to, one more run through, and I'm going to cut the deck here, because I don't want to go on and on and on. We're 10 minutes in already. Damn. I said, Natalie, just keep the reading shorter than you normally, like, I have a hard time doing that cutoff, because to me, to do that cutoff means I'm cutting off messages from Spirit that are still coming in, and I don't believe in doing that. Okay, bring it down. You can see your spread as well. Lilith, time to go to work. This is for the sign of Gemini for this pre-general public reading. Are the top 5 cards the cards that are meant for this general free public reading for Gemini for mid-month 2019? Come on, kick in. Kick, kick, kick. Come on, wake up. Just because the camera's on you, like, knock it off. Maybe I'm too far from the base. Hold on. Let's try you this. I'm not going any closer. Are the top 5 cards that are meant for this spread? Are the top 5 cards the cards that are meant for this spread? There she goes. There she goes. Thank you so much, Lilith. You may rest. All right, there we go. So let's get your cards up and out here. Oh, my goodness. See, I feel better already. I may not sound it, but I am. Okay, card number 1. Your overall, jeez, Page of Cups, imagination. Your second card, finances and wealth. We've got the 2 of Wands and vision. Card number 3, your relationships, your hearth, your home. King of the Ocean, order. Your challenges, 2 of Pentacles, and options. And card number 5, your message from Spirit. Lovely. Angel of the Ocean, healing. All right, there we go. How nice is that? Well, Gemini. The Page of Cups. I'm hearing keep the rest of this month lighthearted. See the world through the eyes of a child. Sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. Here's the other thing with that OBS, using that to do live readings. All you see was this, like that. You couldn't seem to resize it or pan it out, zoom it out. I said I'll have to hold the cards up over my head or like on my forehead for people that didn't like that. Maybe there's a better program to come along that'll work better for me, and I'll actually make it live. Page of Cups, like I said, seeing the world through the eyes of a child, feeling as innocent as a child. You know what I have to do? I got to stop for a second. See how dark it's getting? We're at the very end of the blue hour now. We get June bugs. And even though it's rained for the last 2 days, my door's open. I have to close my door. I should have done it beforehand. As soon as it gets dark, they're like vampires. There they are, kind of thing. I better close my window because it's open a crack, or they'll be landing on my shoulder. And you'll get to see Miss Bay of Fundy Fortunes here, jumping out the window and heading for the bay, clothes and all, to get away from them. The only thing I can use the word hate on in this whole world is a June bug. I absolutely, they are despicable to me. I despise them. Oh, I don't like them. Nobody likes June bugs. Not around here. They're ugly. They're horrible. But seeing the world through the eyes of a child, of discovering that there are some parts of you that are still very innocent as a child, naivety. This is coming up as well. The inner child in you is alive for the last couple of weeks of the month. There could be a good friend that's going to be significant for some of you. I don't know what it is, though. But you're involved, something to do with one of your best buddies kind of things, or your BFFs. It's going to be significant the last 2 weeks. Strange message. Just the same. Somebody, for those of you single and maybe not so single, there is an offer of love coming in quite unexpectedly. Someone is declaring how they feel for you. Let's just hope that those that have this, that you're single. Friendships, relationships, and love take on a very childlike, carefree, light-hearted atmosphere for the last 2 weeks. Good for you. Nothing too heavy, nothing too that's going to overwhelm or anything like that. Your next card here is the 2 of Wands and visions for the future. Yes. And what do kids do? What are they really, really good at? At using their imagination. Using your imagination is the same as having a deliberate vision, we'll call it. You're seeing and creating something for the future, and you can see it. I'm not talking about the pop up out of the blue kind of visions, right? Anything like that. This is the other way. Where it is that you're thinking you want to see yourself in your future. Do you see yourself married with children? Do you see yourself extending your career? Are you growing in your career? Do you have a career? And what is it? And looking at it, where do I want this to go? For me, I always said, because I found running a YouTube channel was extremely overwhelming the first year or so, the first year and a half especially. And somebody said to me, you wait, you're going to go big, you're going to go big. And I said, I'm not interested in that. I see how busy I am at 400 or 500 subs. My cutoff will comfortably be 10,000. I don't want any more. Well, I've surpassed that a long flipping time ago. And I'm not as overwhelmed as I predicted I would be, as I envisioned that I would be. Nobody wants to be overwhelmed. Unless they're overwhelmed in love and happiness, okay. You can never have enough there. So, but seeing your vision like that, mine didn't go the way I thought it was going to go, and that's okay, right? When there's only 24 hours in a day and you're only one person, now I don't sweat so much. I kind of might have went the other way. I used to be so concerned about the channel and worried about it and all the things that go with it. And now it's like, they can't start without me, can they? No, not in Bay of Fundy Fortunes, you can't. I dragged my ass the last 2 days. I just was so humdrum, and fed up with YouTube and fed up with live and fed up with software and just fed up. And I was sitting there today and I'm thinking, I'm very happy with the way my life is, but I need to have more of a life. I'm ready now. I'm ready now to, if I had the set of wheels, I probably wouldn't be sitting here tonight. The readings would have already been done days ago, so I could have got them out of the way for the weekend, and I could have taken the weekend for myself, could have hopped in my car, could have driven to the other side of the province to visit a friend. I could have done all kinds of things. And I was feeling really bad about that, saying, last summer was really hard. I sat in this house mostly all summer, all alone, and literally, and I don't want this summer to be the same way. I want to slowly start to get out and get active again, socializing again. And even though I envision that, reality could sometimes be, but I believe there's a reason for everything. It's just that simple. With this card, there is all of that and then some, envisioning your future, seeing a better tomorrow for you, yourself. Some of you are in learning mode, education mode, and you're looking for a better teacher, a good teacher, somebody that you can really resonate with and resonates with you. Partnerships are part of this card. Creativity runs high with this card as well. There we go. We're envisioning. We're seeing. It's like this one, right? Using your imagination, imagining where you want to be and seeing it. Communication is high with this card as well. It also shows you traveling, some of you for work, and that translates into a little more money. The keywords of this card are inspiration for some, and romance can inspire you in many, many different ways. Meeting somebody that's like-minded, somebody that's just like yourself, and it's two peas in a pod, which is wonderful when you do. Those are special moments when you meet somebody like that, be it friend, lover, whatever they end up to be. But when you meet, it's just fantastic. These two, if this is for you meeting somebody that's very like-minded, it's the best thing that could have happened to you. This is a lot like the Two of Cups. That's about partnership and relationships that could last into years, and many, many years. You can read each other's minds. You're on the same wavelength all the time. you know when to put a respectful distance in there between yourselves, and you know when to come together. One can always speak. If one is missing and one is someplace, they can speak for the one that's missing. They already know, and it's okay. It's always okay that you speak for each other. This, for some, this is a financial partnership that could develop into more. It very well could, but it's wonderful. This is really stirring up your creative juices for your future. So go ahead and try to manifest this and bring it to yourself, whatever it is that you're seeing. See it, feel it, taste it, all the above, to make it come into your reality. Because that's what the final goal is. Making a bucket list, making a priority list, get it together, get everything in order. That's what's going to kickstart making this stuff all come together and come to you. Money-wise, I don't sense any destruction there. I see you working for your money. I see you making money. It's not hard to envision that at all. You, most of you are doing okay. You're doing okay. Some of you, a few, may be doing more than okay. And maybe a few of you less than okay. There's room for improvement. Leave yourself open for it. Number 3 we're looking at here is the King of the Ocean. And here we go. What'd I say? Get yourself in order. Get your stuff in order. Get your ducks in a row. Take the time. He is the essence of order. He is here. This card has shown up. It shows you're going to make out okay there. He's here to go, yes, you are going to get things in order. If somebody recently, for some of you, if somebody with you has crossed the line, we'll put it that way. They've crossed the line, kind of invaded you, invaded your space, invaded your rights, invaded your time, messed things up. He's shown up to put everything back into order again. He's going to set things to right, this energy in your life. It's all going to be restored. The balance in your life will all come back, and it'll all very beautifully fall into place just the way that it makes you happy. These things make you happy. He's also so good at putting anything that's off kilter, off balance, just off in your life. He's here to bring order back, and he's going to restore order back into your life. Even other people you may be nose out of joint with, have had a falling out, a debate, have had words with, and you both have your noses out of joint, your backs are up, kind of thing. He's going to bring order and peace there as well. That will be everything. He's taking care of anything he sees with a negative tag on it in any way, shape, or form. That's what this energy is bringing you. It's making everything right, including your relationships, your home life, all of that. It's time to get your home in order, too, by the way. Those of you that are late like me on spring cleaning, oh yeah, big time. I need one of those dumpsters on the side of my house to get rid of stuff. It's time to do that. Start with yourself. The closest things to you, and the closest thing to you is you. And the second thing is your home, where you live. Third thing is your job. The job's iffy where it falls in, because you've got relationships and friends, family, love, and all this. Make sure all your ducks in a row there, that you're on a nice even keel with the humans in your life. There's no fluctuations. There's nothing to worry about there. Everything's going to be copacetic, tickety-boo, as they say. If this is somebody that's a real person, the king, not a real king, but you know what I mean. He makes the ideal I tried to get 2 words out at once. I was going to say he makes the ideal partner. I was going to say partner or father figure. Come out, partner. Holy Jesus. You're just the first reading. Oh, who needs to drink when you've got a YouTube channel? That's just too funny. Oh my God. But you're getting things organized in your life. You're putting things the way they should be, right? um, there's not much else with this card. And even though I write the advice and the keywords on the back of this card, on most of the cards, I can't make out my own writing. They're too old and it's faded. The next card, but that was, I mean, it's a good card. It's good that you're getting things in order. Start with you, start with your home, and work your way out from there. Things that need to be straightened out or pushed back or brought forward. But you're looking for a good, strong, healthy balance. I just heard for you, Gemini. Geminis want to know what tomorrow brings. So when your life is all in order and everything is all lined up the way you want to, that allows you to know what's coming tomorrow. And it brings you a sense of calm, is what it does. The Two of Pentacles and options here, making a decision will be hard for you. Hard decision to call for some of you during the last 2 weeks of June 2019. So we've got pentacles, coins. They're all about creativity and money. Yes, of course, but a decision for some of you is underway, but you have options. So right now you're considering those options. Rather than make a flat out blind choice, you're like, no, I've got to think about this. And it's hard because you don't have one option. You don't have two, you have four. And you can only pick one. It's difficult. You're wishing there was only one. I get this card a lot, and the message is usually the same. You're wishing there was one. It would be straightforward. It'd be a yes or a no, right? Making that decision. But now, rather than taking any action, you're playing out each scenario from point A, the start, point B, the meet in the middle, point three, C is point 3, and that is the result. That is the bigger picture, right? And you've got 4 choices, and it's not easy, and you're pulling your hair out. There's going to be one of these options that's got just that extra something that's not really apparent because you're not seeing it. You're saying they all look, it's kind of like the Two of Swords. Everything's balanced, right? You're kind of at a crossroads in a way. Not really with this because these are options that you've got to pick one. There's 4. And like I said, rather than take action immediately, you're playing them all out and looking, but there's one thing that's different. 1 out of 4. And what you need to do is just the same with the Two of Swords. You've been looking at it for too long, you become blind. You need to walk away. You need to refocus. You need to do something else and come back and take a fresh look. And when you do, it's going to jump right out at you. And that's going to be the option that you choose. There's one little thing that's going to sway you, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you. Some of you may be planning to further your career, your knowledge with some study, formal study. Some of you are looking at future potential homes. Some of you are looking at, I want to travel. Where do we go? For holiday, for your vacation, this sort of a thing. Some of these things will put demands on your finances. So you got to watch the pocketbook or the wallet. You've got to watch it. Don't just go off, or you will end up juggling the financial books at month's end. It's not complete devastation or anything like that. You may feel the pinch for a month, maybe a month and a half, and you'll be back on even keel again. You be disciplined in that area, Gemini, okay? The advice of this card is to scrutinize all offers that come your way. Scrutinize any financial agreements. Look at them with a critical eye. And look for things that are wrong. Any what-ifs pop up with each paragraph. Highlight it. Go back to the person on the other side and then clarify the what-ifs. Or you won't end up having to pay for something down the road you don't want to pay for. Look at long-term gains right now rather than short-term. Okay? Look at the bigger picture. Right now, look at the bigger picture. And if things need fixing, don't take a quick fix. Don't take an instant fix, because instant fixes only fix things for an instant. And not only are you no further ahead, you're probably behind on whatever it affected. Your keywords are choices and property, finances, balance, judgment, contracts, and pay attention to the details. Okay, Gemini, your last card we're looking at here is the Angel of the Ocean. I really, really like her a lot. She's a beauty. She's a true beauty. She means so many good things. There's so much to her. Oh, my tea's getting cold. The only cold tea there should be is iced tea. So, she's the one that pulls everything all together sometimes. She's the manager in your life. The manager side of maybe you, right? Again, she's a peacekeeper. There's another one. So you've got a couple of outs, Gemini, which is unusual for you. You like to get along with everybody. But there's a couple people. That's not quite what it is, right? It's not about that. But these things are going to be smoothed over. And one thing about her, she brings the truth to a lot of situations that you find yourself in. This is a card of truth. Truth coming to the surface. Truth coming to you. The truth being unveiled. She's here to bring lessons into your life, for you to receive. Another thing about this card, this is for just one or two people, I'm hearing. Sorry for the rest of you, but there's one or two of you that have people in your lives that tend to oppress, or they try to oppress you, burden you, they overwhelm you. If they're successful in anything, they overwhelm you. You got to put some space between you and them, all right? You have to stand alone and use your own brain. Think for yourself. Very gently and lovingly tell them, thank you for your advice. If it's just to brush them off, if they're real hard to handle, say, I'll think about it. I'm real busy right now. I'll think about your advice. And what you do in the bigger picture, that's completely up to you. This angel also brings you a good sense of balance, not just to your life, but your financial life as well. So that's why I say, don't worry if you screw the books up, your financial books up 1 month, you'll be okay about a month and a half later. Not to worry about, because she brings this balance into your life. She brings balance into your mind, balance into your body, and balance into your soul. It brings you peace very strongly in that way. Like I said, finances may be a little, askew, but they will not be that way for very, very long. It's a beautiful thing. This will be a demanding time in some ways for you the last couple of weeks here of the month, but you're going to make it out okay. If you have money, if you're one of the few, if you've made money, but you didn't come from that, you made your money. You're to a point, some of you have the freedom to make this choice. And that is for your money to work for you more than you're working for your money. We're looking at investments here. Buy a parking lot. You make money as you sleep. You know what I'm saying? This kind of a thing. Invest your time, invest your money so that it's producing more money. It's just going to make life a little bit easier for you, a little more secure down the road, in your twilight years. That's what some of you are looking ahead at, and some of you are really good at that. Your nest egg is growing, however you're going about it, and you're not worried about your future. You're more worried about tomorrow, and you're more worried about the people in your life, situations, but you're not worried about your money because you've played it smart. It's never too late. You say, well, I've been working somewhere for 28, 30 years. Kind of late for that. I just spent my money as I got it, saved together money when I needed something, but I never thought about down the road. It's never too late to start. That's a big message for some of you. Start right now. Okay? You're investing yourself, your life, your money for your future. And remember to live for today and have fun for today. Don't wait for down the road to come and start living then. You'll just be able to live a little bit freer. So anyways, yeah, there's that. Following your passions here. And some things you are passionate about, embrace that and make it into your life. Bring it into your life. And I'm sorry, there's another one. I can't remember all the keywords and everything. So that's that. Anyway, that's your reading. Long enough, 37 minutes. And I said try to keep it down to 20-25. Sure, that worked really, really well. Anyways, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it gave you some hope and gave you some direction. And it was just a help. At the very least, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Just for the heck of it. And there. So if you like that reading, oof, it's sweating. Oh my goodness. If you like that reading, you want a personal reading with me, I do offer that service. And all you have to do is look below this video window in the show more section, grab my email that you see there and ship that off to me and I'll get back to you. And if you'd like to, for the rest of you, if you'd like to join us on Facebook, we have a group there, Bay of Fundy Fortunes, but it's closed and it's private and everybody feels very comfortable in there and very safe. Nothing leaves that room. And we're very, and I mean, there's a lot of supportive people. There's no drama, there's no arguing, there's none of that. It doesn't even happen, so my job's easy. I don't have to remove people or anything ever. So anyways, come on and join us there. Anybody else, if you're looking for me and you don't find me here, you can usually find me, not during the month of June, because the June bug's not after dark, but in the daytime, you'd find me walking along the water's edge down at the cove, just down below me here. And the cove brings in the highest tides on the whole planet, and that is of the Bay of Fundy, F-U-N-D-Y. These are the highest tides in the world on the whole planet. You can Google that. Anyways, that's usually where you'll find me. Any chance I can get, any day I'm up to it, that's where I'm at if I'm not here. Normally 9 out of 10 times. I don't go anywhere. Why would I? I love it here. Anyways, yeah, I think that's about it. Isn't it? Isn't this where I stop? I think it is. Keep the peace in. And share that love, that light out with the world. And the only other thing, you live your life carefully and consciously. Because you're living each moment, literally, that you breathe under the microscope of the universe. Live accordingly and it'll change your life. Goodbye for now, Gemini.